Who said it quit again?
The screen did. He's taking it over. Here we go.
Okay, let him go.
Everybody's safe. We just ask all this is your precious.
No, turn it down. Turn it down.
I can't. He's got it. He's doing it all for me. Well, I'm even here.
What's the number one misconception you think about Freemasonry?
Well, I think most people just think of Freemasonry as some kind of secret society, and you go with some of the rumors out there and so on, and they really don't understand who we are. They don't understand that we are a fraternity of brothers first, and our obligation is to take care of each other and our widows and orphans, etc., within our group. They don't understand what the fraternity part of Freemasonry really is, and that's the misconception that's out there. I think first and foremost of anyone that wants to join Freemasonry, I'd like them to know that it's really not a secret society. You may say it's a society with a secret because we have some handshakes and some passwords that you could easily find down in the library if you get the right book. Freemasonry is more, it's a brotherhood, it's a fraternity, it's a way of sharing common thoughts and everything with people of all different vocations that really understand of getting together on the level. Whether you're a judge or a police officer or a janitor, you're all on the same level when you're in a Masonic lodge room. And I think that's one of the greatest things, that you can sit with people of all vocations, but you have that certain thing in common, that you're all brothers.
Hey, it's Keith Myers from Indiana Sports Radio Network. Well, thank you that you're watching the game tonight on Indiana SRN. If you would like to know more information about Indiana SRN, send me an email, coach@indianasrn.org. As vice president of this company, we hope that you sit back and enjoy the game. It's Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
A pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to another exciting edition of Indiana High School Hoops here on Indiana SRN. Jimmy Cook alongside the coach, Keith Myers. So pleased you've chosen to spend part of your Friday night with us here on Indiana SRN as we dive quickly into the starters for both teams. Greenwood Christian Academy at 5-5 on the year in white jerseys. At one guard, a 6'3 sophomore, 21, Blake Shoemaker, and another guard, a 5'10 senior, number 22, Shane Shoemaker. A 5'7 senior, number 31, Ethan Stinnett. A 6'8 junior, number 33, Isaiah Davis. And a 6'5 senior, number 40, Styles McCorkle. Head coach is Johnny Marlin, 58-27 in his fourth season. Providence Cristo Ray in blue, 1-7 on the season. Will set their lineups as we get a chance. It's Jihad Rimbert, a 6'3 senior, to jump it up. Ball is tapped, controlled, and won by the Cougars. Quick shot out of the gate is off the mark. And rebound taken by the Wolves. Look out there on the floor. Looks like Rimbert out there along with Anthony Hayes. At the top of the screen is Juan Cabanas. Malcolm Chandler also out there for Providence Cristo Ray. As I bring Coach into the conversation. Coach, I know we jumped right into action tonight. Keys to the game for both teams. There's a shot that hits the basket support back to the Cougars.
For the Providence Cristo Way Wolves, they got to find their They got to find the shooter of Greenwood. They have great shooters. They got to find the shooters. Then they have to put a hand on their face. Got to finish at the rim, and then they got to eliminate the turnovers. For Greenwood, they got to control the pace of this game as we got a 3-point basket by Shoemaker. And then they got to get the 50-50 balls. And if they do all that, Greenwood should come out with a victory.
This has been a rough season for the Wolves to this point in time. However, they did get their first victory of the season as we have turnovers by both teams. It'll be a travel back to the Wolves. They did get their first victory of the season this past Wednesday night, a 63-48 victory over Victory College Prep. Coach, for the Wolves, when you look at the other side of the coin with the Cougars, they're 5-5. They're winners of 2 of their last 3. How do you hope to keep this thing as a conversation and as a close contest in this first quarter?
Just stay healthy. I mean, the first thing, you go after the basketball, relax in the game, know your surroundings, and if you're Providence, you just have to have success early. If you have success early, success breeds success, as we all know, and so we'll see how that all works out. I think the first quarter for Providence is more crucial than for Greenwood.
Pass inside and a shuffle defeat by the Wolves, a travel call. They turn it over. Early stages of this first quarter. Cougars able to strike blood first, as Coach mentioned, on a Blake Shoemaker triple, the sophomore, shooting it from about a 43% clip from beyond the arc coming into tonight's game. Triple again by Shoemaker is good. He's 2 for 2 to start the night, 6-0 Cougars.
You know, the last time we were here, he did the same thing. He had 2 quick three-pointers, and then he went away. So we'll see if he'll stay kind of in control of the situation. I like the balanced defense here.
Pass on the block. Beautiful find and beautiful finish. Anthony Hayes from Malcolm Chandler, and the Wolves are on the board. Got to have constant communication on defense if you're the Wolves. Right there, they bring a double, force the turnover. Catch and shoot triple, left side. That's long. Rebound cleared by McCorkle. Right side, still not a lot of pressure on Shoemaker. McCorkle at the top, that's short. It'll bounce into the aforementioned Cougar den.
That might have got deflected.
I think you might be right, Coach. The officials are going to say that was tipped.
Yeah.
It'll stay with the Cougars.
Styles hopes it got deflected because that was an air ball if not.
Wolves forced the turnover anyway. Up ahead, Jihad Rimbert. Pressured, had it knocked away. Unable to walk the tightrope there was Shoemaker.
You know, this is an important game for several reasons. One of the reasons is this is a sectional opponent, so you got to be very aware of that. And, you know, so you have to get that balance, got to get that flow going because you may see these guys again.
It's a good point. Always fun to see sectional opponents battle it out during the regular season. Johnson almost had it stolen away. He did. Here's McCorkle. Beautiful bounce pass. The layup is blown, though. Rebound from behind by Davis. He can't get it to go. Up come the Wolves quickly. Fast pace so far. Chandler thought he had a man on the left block. Instead, it went between 2 Cougar defenders. It's turned over back to Greenwood Christian Academy. Now,
if you're Greenwood, if you're Johnny Marlin, what you do, because you feel pretty comfortable with the 7, 8, 9 kids you play, you got to get in a momentum. 6'2", you want to extend it to 13. Now, if you're Just Strange, what you want to do is keep these locked down and continue to do what you do, put pressure and get the rebounds, but then you got to score with the rebounds.
McCorkle, I'm not sure if that was deflected or if that was a pass. It went wide of the mark either way. It's scooped up by Isaiah Davis. He gets his first basket of the ball game. The lead is 6 for the Cougars.
Well, good shooter will tell you it was a pass.
Exactly. You're not wrong there. Pure confidence on shooters. Never their fault if a basket comes out of it. Little push off for separation. The jump shot won't go for Jason Johnson. Another rebound for Greenwood Christian Academy. McCorkle. Thompson, catch and shoot. That's short. Didn't follow the shot. Rebound, Rimbert.
Good point. You got to follow your shot. If you're out there, you're a young man or a young lady out there, follow your shots.
Rimbert down the lane, spinning. Can't score at home. Shoemaker the rebound. Quickly up ahead, McCorkle. Has plenty of space. Instead, he'll feed it into the big fella. Davis gives it over to Cage McCorkle, the brother of Styles, and he gets his first points of the contest. The third different Cougar to score. 10-2, largest lead of the game for GCA. Very important for the Wolves to keep this margin, if it's going to approach double figures, to keep it manageable.
6 to 8, maybe 10 at the most, but no more than that.
Chandler on the drive. He's fouled on the floor. Be side out of bounds. That foul's going to go on Styles McCorkle, the leading scorer for Greenwood Christian Academy at just under 22 points per game. Get a look at a side out of bounds for Providence Cristo Ray. Johnson in some isolation, creates separation. His triple's way off. Rebound, Shoemaker. Blake up ahead. Davis sees some space, little Euro and scores.
You know, defensively, you got to stop that. You got to step in front. Even if you get a foul called there, you got to step in front. Got to stop the defender.
6-0 run for the Cougars, 4 straight for Davis. Chandler threw it away again, or was it tipped? It was tipped. It'll stay on this end. We're right at the danger zone, Coach. 10-point deficit. Looking for a basket to kind of settle things offensively if you're Providence Cristo Rey.
As a coach, you just don't like that 14-2, 16-2.
It's always tough from a mental standpoint. I always felt like when it's a single-digit box score you've put up, is there's a floater that won't turn home. Offensive rebound, though.
Oh, nice.
Second chance for Johnson. It's sent back. It'll stay on this end. By that, I mean, if you're down 10 and it's 22-12, it doesn't feel as bad if it's 12-2.
Yeah.
Because you've
the
at least
numbers,
done something
yeah. At least you're
offensively
double digit.
Hayes. In theory, it's still a 10-point deficit any way you look at it, but aesthetically speaking, more pleasing to have 10 points on the
And
board.
psychologically, you don't think you're down that many when you see that your team has a double digit.
Screen set at the top. Johnson utilized it. Hangs for 3. That one's off the mark. He's 0 for 3 so far from downtown. Back to GCA.
And it just seems like Providence aren't moving. Maybe the offense isn't running as well it should be. And I'm sure Coach will get that corrected here.
Going to have to if they want to stay in this ball game. Plenty of time early stages first quarter. McCorkle back to his brother Stiles. That shot's off the mark. But a rebound falls to Shoemaker. Active hands, tips that out of bounds. It'll stay with the Cougars.
Indiana SRN has Super Saturday for you this week on Saturday, 2:30 start. Girls varsity, Heritage Christian, Covenant Christian, 2:30 start. Oldenburg Academy and Greenwood Christian come right back here tomorrow afternoon. City Alliance Championship, Super Saturday night, 6 o'clock Cathedral taking on Tinley, and Christmas Addicts taking on Covenant Christian. All on Saturday, all on Indiana SRN. So start setting your day at 2 and stay with us throughout the night.
Plenty of contests across the Indiana SRN family of networks, as Coach mentions. Looking forward to it all capped off with the City Alliance boys tournament in the semifinal rounds. Foul on the floor. Clock is running for some reason. You hear the fans yelling clock about 5 or 6 times. I'm going to have to add about 10 or 12 seconds back to this.
Well, I don't know if they will or not. They should, but they didn't.
All right. They will play through, or they'll start it late. There we go. All right, so give or take a difference of 8 seconds. There's another body foul by Cabanas, or excuse me, make that Thompson, rather.
That's 2 quick fouls on Thompson.
Something to watch out for. It'll be another side out as Malcolm Chandler looks to inbound it. Finds a man in Hayes. This Wolves team, scoring margin-wise, as Johnson's going to try a triple. That one won't fall for him either. They're on the wrong end on both sides. They're averaging about 44 points per game. They're giving up about 77.
Yeah, I like to be, if you're going to do anything, you want to be a little balanced both ways. But that deficit despair is kind of scary.
Johnson all the way, a little bit of contact. He scores. Jason Johnson finally gets into the scorebook. First basket since the early stages of this one.
And Jimmy, he should have just went stronger to the basket. He just didn't have the confidence. 3-point basket.
Caden Thompson hits the shot. That's a triple. I was going to say it ended a 6-0 run a second ago, but then we're back on the scorebook for Providence Cristo Rey. Out of bounds, it will stay on this end. Zane Shoemaker will check in. And a timeout taken, 30-second timeout, I believe, by Providence Cristo Rey. 15-4 your score, 43.9 seconds left to go in this first quarter. I want to remind you tonight's broadcast is brought to you by College Hunks and Movers. College Hunks and Movers provides junk removal, local and long-distance full-service moving, and office relocation services, including in-home donation pickup services for nonprofit partner organizations. Call College Hunks and Movers today at 317-449-5242.
KOA Campgrounds in Annapolis. Make your reservations for 2021. Now weekends are filling up fast. KOA is located on the east side of Indianapolis, just off of I-70 and Mount Comfort Road. KOA, it's not too early to make your reservations for this summer.
That's the Coach Keith Myers. I'm Jimmy Cook. Just under 44 seconds to go in this first quarter. Coach, a critical juncture of the early stages here for the Wolves. Be nice to get another basket in these final stages.
I would like to see them get a couple, to be honest with you, and then make good stops.
Active hands again for the Cougars. Taps that out of bounds. We'll retry on the baseline inbounds.
You know, you look at Providence Cristo Rey, they didn't start their season until late December, and maybe they're catching their stride now. But, you can start December when you're supposed to start in November. It's really tough.
Caden Thompson, beautiful find inside to Davis, who turns and scores, powers through a defender. Largest lead of the game. He's now got 6, largest lead of the game for the Cougars. That's a great point, Coach, and we've seen maybe not as much on the Indiana SRN broadcast, but a number of teams that have just been ravaged by the COVID-19 pandemic and unable to get the proper start they wanted to. It's happened, I guess I shouldn't say it's happened a couple times to Greenwood Christian Academy, but they do have a couple postponements, one that we saw due to a number of players not being on a broadcast earlier in the week. So everybody's been dealing with it in some capacity, but the Wolves by far are one of the worst cases on that.
Yeah, I saw on Johnny Herald website a girls team who's going to be in the sectional has only played 2 games all year long as at the end of the first quarter.
That layup will not count. Shot unable to get off for the Wolves. Cougars dominate that first quarter. They lead it 17-4. Second quarter up next on Indiana SRN. Back at Greenwood Christian Academy, started the second quarter. The Providence Cristo Rey Wolves find themselves in a 13-point hole with the basketball. Jimmy Cook alongside the Coach Keith Myers. Coach, adjustments you'd like to see in this second quarter for the Wolves?
Well, you got to go to the basket. You also have to, just defensively, you have to really control their shooters. You got to find your shooters. That was one of the keys of the game.
Stinnett, a little bit of a lazy pass. Shoemaker scores it.
Well, you got Shane Shoemaker, you got another Shoemaker, you got Olga McCorkle. I mean, you're going to see a lot of people play tonight. I got a feeling for Greenwood Christian.
Shoemaker's first basket of the game. It's a completed three-point play.
Playing back-to-back as Greenwood does now. They have an opportunity really to do a lot of things here playing back-to-back tonight and tomorrow. So you play a lot of your subs tonight to get ready to be fresh tomorrow afternoon at 2:30.
It's always tough to find that balance. Stinnett controls on the left wing. On the drive, forcing the issue. That shot gets a friendly roll.
How about forcing the basket?
The 6th Cougar to score so far tonight. The lead is blown open to 18. Still a lot of basketball left to be played in this one, but if you're the Wolves, you just want to get some consistency on the offensive end.
and again, you're in game 8 where usually you're at game 15, maybe 16.
Tough shot there by Rimber. It's very hard to generate consistency on the fly. There's a lot of body contact. Ian Reed will head to the charity stripe. We'll see where the foul is, but that's going to be on Juan Cabanas. His second, excuse me. The sophomore at the line, a 67% free throw shooter on the season. As a team, the Cougars just below that at 66%. First one good for Reed.
With the name Reed, everybody says, "Are you Izzy's brother?" And you have to put your head up and go, "Yes, but I am my own man." His sister's an outstanding player, as you know, and Ian, that whole entire family is just basketball filled.
Both free throws clean for Reed. He's got 2. Lead now 20 at 24-4. Wolves trying to get a little bit of momentum. Wild pass to turnover. Up ahead to McCorkle. Styles, little inside-out dribble. Can't get the shot to go. Rebound cleared by Jason Johnson. Up ahead, working into the post. Almost turned over. They'll say last touched by the Cougars. It'll stay with Providence Cristo Rey.
Morales Group, we were in business to create better futures for your family. Call us at 317-472-7600, 9 location in central Indiana. Morales Group.
Pass inside. They've had a couple of good looks, at least options there, but throwing them away each time.
Fastball high outside, got to catch the ball.
It's a little too much mustard on it.
Yeah, but you got to still catch the ball. You had both mitts on it.
Stinnett. Shoemaker for 3. Knocks it down.
Boy, they are unconscious with three-pointers. I got 4 already tonight.
And Shoemaker, I believe, with 3 of them, if I'm not mistaken.
You're right.
He's got 9. 6 came in that first quarter.
Must be that video he got for Christmas. How to shoot three-pointers with Coach.
I was going to say from Coach Keith Myers, of course. Up and under. Not that time for James Holmes Jr. Pushing the pace. McCorkle, wild pass. It hit the baseline, but it hit the baseline at the same time contact was made by the Wolves. So Cougars dodge a bullet on a turnover there and instead retain possession.
How intimidating is that back wall there going for the ball? I mean, the Cougar Den is a beautiful place to play, but man, what an intimidation to see fans while you're flying in the air. That's kind of scary.
At this level, there's no doubt that it's a different change of pace, something you don't see at a lot of arenas. There's a triple right side for Ian Reed. He's now got 5, all here in the second quarter. Cougars start to pull away. Floater. Left block won't go. Another rebound for the Cougars. McCorkle controls. Operating at the top with plenty of space. Shoemaker. Thought he was going to try a triple. Instead, they'll give to McCorkle for 3. That's good. Giles McCorkle joins the three-point party. His first basket of the game.
It's been a 9-minute drought for Providence Cristo Rey.
And 8 different Cougars have scored in this first half. Hand check call against Reed. Get some subs coming in for the Cougars. I think you're right, Coach. We're going to see a lot of moving bodies tonight. Keep everybody fresh if you're Greenwood Christian Academy.
Yeah, one of the things when we played, a night game and then all of a sudden you play a matinee game at 2:30, they're young and they can get up and down the floor, but you still have to protect their legs.
Isaiah Davis had malicious intentions on the mind. Could not complete the jam, though. It'll stay with the Cougars. He got up there. Lost control of the basketball, though, I think, the flush.
Now, Coach, that's a great – here it is right here. How about this? Boink. Now, the coach wants over and back here, and that's not over and back because it was a shot ball, so that player can go back to the backcourt and get that ball.
It's a good eye, Coach. Pass inside and 3 seconds. 3 seconds.
You know, they took a poll of how many times 3 seconds is called in the game since 2000, an average of 2 times a game.
That's the first I think I've seen all year.
Yeah,
So,
not
I'm
called much.
I'm not kidding. I think
Not called
it's the
much.
first time I've seen it. Almost a kicked ball. Instead, they'll pass it up ahead. McCorkle with space. A lot of contact. Can't turn it home. A chance to earn the 2 points the hard way, though. So quick and efficient in transition are the Cougars. You got to hurry back on defense if you want any hope to slow them down. Take a look back at this a moment ago.
I mean, look at the outlet pass right here. I mean, that's beautiful.
Give credit to the Wolves. They did hurry back on defense, prevented the 2 points. First free throw good. Davis gets them both. I have him with 10 so far in this first half. 35-4. All Cougars in this first half. Wolves trying to put together a couple of baskets in a row. Stifling defense by the Cougars. And a hand check call going to go against Evan Stinnett. Strangely enough for the Cougars, and I know that it's a different animal with the Wolves and where they're at with their program right now, but the Cougars are 5-5, yet they're giving up more points a game than they're scoring.
I didn't like that when I coached.
Weird.
No. But you know what? You're 5-5. So right now you're even, and now all of a sudden you got to get a run. You got to get a run, and you got to start playing defense. And fortunately, their schedule doesn't get any easier after tonight.
Well, if that's the case, then yeah, they definitely. Where we're at right now, there's a nice shot by Jason Johnson. He's now has 4 of the 6, 35-6. There's still plenty of basketball to be played. There's a beautiful find and finish for Isaiah Davis. Give him 12 now. The point I was going to mention, though, is that if this score holds and the game holds the way it's going, this game's going to help that average defensively of what they're doing. However, the point still remains the same. And to your credit for mentioning it, Coach, by the time the postseason rolls around, and it's quickly approaching, you want to make sure that those numbers swing the other way, or at least are closer to even.
Especially if you're going to be put on TV like they will be. Yep. You bet, yes.
Turnover forced by the Cougars on the inbound. Quickly up the floor. Shot up for Matthew Tiki. He'll head the line for 2. Waiting for the confirmation. The foul's on James Holmes Jr. His first. Third on the team. Tiki is 4 of 4, and there it is. Yep, all right. I was going to say, he had a chance to get it out. He was 100% on the year, had shot 4 free throws, was 4 of 4 at the line.
Send that hate mail to Jay Cook in care of Troy D., Indiana SRN.
Splits the pair with a friendly roll.
I'm just going to throw you both underneath the bus.
Right.
How about that?
No, I deserve that because I had it in the notes. Whenever you see somebody that's perfect at the line, there has to be something there for why. Small sample size. I apologize.
Or you didn't have the game yet to put him on a jinx.
Exactly. 32-point lead. Catch and shoot triple by Chandler won't go. Rebound GCA. Just over 2 minutes left in this first half. Thompson. Look away pass.
No.
Missed McCorkle. Out of bounds to the Wolves.
Now, the advantage of playing mini kids tonight is they're going to go back and watch this, and Coach is going to analyze this, and he's going to tell that young man, why are you making that pass from the post all the way down to the other side of the floor when you had a man in the – you got to triangle the ball. That makes sense?
It does, and that's the beauty of getting these minutes right now.
Yep.
And knowing you'll have the film to look back on it and address that. to get better and improve, fine-tune those mistakes. Johnson with the basketball, high left, $1:45 to go.
And a lot of people probably didn't see it, but Reed was coming off the bench to applaud the defensive effort that his partner was. Yeah, that's excellent. Your teammates love that.
Pass in the corner, a triple, will not fall. Rebound won by Holmes Jr. Less than 90 seconds to go now in the half. Couple jab steps there on the far left side. Thompson applying pressure. They force the issue and a nice bounce feed to Holmes Jr. Hayes. Corner three. Long. Rebound won by Davis. He wants to run, goes behind the back, and just barely tracks it down.
Big frame.
There's a nice spin and finish, and one. Camden Thompson with the spin cycle. And a chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. I was going to mention there's a fine line between, you see it so often in today's game, a big man being able to operate the point and getting a ball go behind your back. As there's a look at that little spin. Beautiful presence of mind for Thompson. I know the defender was already in the air and just spin for the layup, but a second ago you saw Davis working with it, went behind the back, like we've seen, for example, just off the top of my head, since we had their game last night, Miles Colvin and Heritage Christian do. That's tough for the big fella to go chase that down.
It's at 6'9", yes it is.
Look away pass, Johnson, layup is good. Jason Johnson with 6 of the 8 Wolves points. Floater, pure. Cage McCorkle. Have him now for 4. 42-8 your score. Johnson goes over to Rimbert. Has a man in the corner. It's Holmes Jr. They work it around the horn. Wolves might hold for one here. Defense continues to be dominant for the Cougars. Johnson rises, fires. That's long. Rebound tipped up. 2 seconds left. Beautiful steal. Layup up. Layup scored. Beautiful finish there by Malcolm Chandler. Never gave up on the play and gets the Wolves into double figures at the end of the first half. 42-10 your score. All Cougars with the Wolves the bright spot there to head into the intermission. Stay with us. We'll have the third quarter in just a little bit. You're watching High School Hoops on Indiana SRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
When you hit that water, you're going to want to look for weeds, sunken structures, down trees, stuff like that. And let that breeze tell you where you want to go. Windy days like this, those bait fish will come swimming closer to shore. They'll bring the big boys with them, those bass and those pike. Now, they like cooler temperatures, so you ain't likely to have much luck.
You're good at giving fishing advice. We're good at your insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Days have always been with live bait.
This is what made me. This is what made me who I am.
Indianapolis Colts select Darius Leonard.
The defensive rookie of the year is Darius Leonard. I did everything in my ability to make my dreams come true.
We are at halftime of the 2020 IHSAA Semi-State Football Round. Today we are joined by Assistant Commissioner Robert Falcons. Robert, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
So this has been just an unusual year, to say the least.
To say the least.
Obviously, we had a global pandemic, and just kind of give us a recap of this football season and kind of how it's gone thus far.
Sure. It much like everything else since March, we've had to take our precautions. We had to plan very, very well, and we had to have buy-in from our communities, and we had to have the coaches and the players and the fans understand what it was going to take for us to have a season. And the fact that we're here today is evident of the fact that they bought in. The precautions of wearing the mask, the precautions of practicing in pods, the precautions of keeping their hand sanitizing and social distancing. All those have worked, and we're here today because of the efforts of all the folks involved and want us to have high school football in the state of Indiana.
So studies have shown that extracurricular activities is just such an important part of the growth, and it's part of the curriculum of being a student anymore. Talk a little bit about that.
We've learned a very big lesson. We participated in a study from the University of Wisconsin that showed how important extracurricular activities are to high school students. And it could be band, it could be drama, it could be theater, music, athletics, certainly is what we're dealing with. Kids need that socialization. They need the structure from adults. This is an opportunity for them to learn lessons that they normally can't get in the classroom setting. Not that algebra and biology and chemistry aren't important, they are. But there are other life lessons that can be learned on the playing field. And that's part of the reason that we're doing what we're doing. It's part of the reason that the coaches work so hard and parents allow their kids to play sports. It's for those extra lessons that they get in the educational setting. And we're pretty proud of what we've done. And again, being here today is evidence of the fact that we've had some success.
So now we're at the end of our fall season. We've had 7 fall state championships, which is incredible to think about in the kind of year that we've had.
Absolutely.
But talk a little bit about, there's been restrictions at every venue. Yes. That's no different this next weekend at Lucas Oil Stadium.
And it's further complicated by the fact that we're going to be inside. And once you go inside, those restrictions are really ramped up. As an example, every person attending next week will have to have their temperature checked. They're going to have to be asked questions about some symptoms that they've been have or have not had before they even admit it to the ticket window to give their ticket to get into the game. Same thing's going to be for the athletes getting off the bus. They're going to take the temperature. They're going to have signed a form that says that they're not been exhibiting signs or symptoms of disease. And then once we get in the venue, we're going to have to practice social distancing. We're going to have to wear a mask unless we're having concessions food. It's more precautions for us to provide for the health, safety, and well-being of our athletes. Now, it's going to look a little different. They're going to be pretty much spaced out, and if you've seen the Colts play at Lucas Oil, we'll look a lot like that. We won't be allowing bands for reasons that go along with the social distancing piece of it. We're going to limit the number of people on the field, and so we're going to do our very best to make sure that this state finals goes off without a hitch, given the parameters and the requirements of social distancing and the corona guidelines. But we're very, very pleased and excited to have 6 state championships next weekend on Friday and Saturday, and we're certainly looking forward to having everybody come in and have a great time.
And it all goes back to that. It's just incredible that we're even in the position to hold these 6 state championships next weekend. Assistant Commissioner Robert Falcons, thank you so much for joining us today, and we're going to send it back to you guys in the booth.
Colts fans, score big for your Indiana high school and enter helmets at colts.com/UHC. Helmets is a program designed to improve the health and safety of young athletes. Nominate your Indiana high school and you could be one of 16 weekly winners randomly selected to win a helmets prize pack, and your high school could become a finalist to win new premium helmets valued at $25,000. Suit up, play safe, have fun. Visit colts.com/UHC to enter helmets now.
13,000 feet has a way of testing a man's soul. After all, we were never meant to take on such an endeavor. That long drop is what separates human from superhuman. And here we are, right here, right now.
You're good at motivation, we're good at your insurance. Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance and stop knocking on wood.
Your hauling or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest. Uniformed. Nice. Knowledgeable. Service. College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving.
Burtner Electric Incorporated has been proudly serving our residential and commercial customers with quality electrical repair for over 33 years. We are fully licensed and insured in electrical wiring and electrician service packages. You'll receive a competitive assessment, whether you're a homeowner or a business owner, first-time or long-time customer. We offer free estimates for any new project. Call our licensed and experienced electricians today.
Welcome back to Greenwood Christian Academy. Start of the third quarter just a few moments away. The Cougars of Greenwood Christian Academy lead the Wolves of Providence Cristo Ray 42-10. Tonight's game is brought to you by Chimney Solutions. The team at Chimney Solution travels throughout the Indianapolis area, making chimney and fireplace maintenance as easy, affordable, and stress-free as possible. Whether your chimney system is in need of a simple sweeping or some major repair work, you can count on the Chimney Safety Institute of America certified team at Chimney Solutions to take great care of you. Call Chimney Solutions today at 317-757-6979.
In its 51st year of publication, Hoosier Basketball Magazine. Check it out. We got one right here on our desk. The magazine this year is covered with the whole entire state and the teams you love to follow. Also has some great players on that cover. Follow Hoosier Basketball Magazine on Twitter at Hoosier Basketball at HBB Magazine. Also, tomorrow, Jimmy, Super Saturday Basketball on Indiana SRN. Got 4 big games for you, all starting at 2:30. It's a girls varsity game, conference Indiana game, Circle City Conference game, Heritage Christian taking on Covenant Christian. And then at 2:30, Oldenburg Academy travels down to Greenwood Christian Academy for boys game at 2:30. And then tomorrow night, set your clocks, 5:45 pregame, 6 o'clock tip-off, number 1 Cathedral taking on number 5 Tinley in the city semifinals. Cathedral 11-1, Tinley 9-4. And at 7:30, Christmas Addicts, number 2 seed, 13-2, taking on Covenant Christian, number 3 seed. They're 12-1. You look at the combine of that, 8 losses in the Final Four. Should be a great game. I know you have game number 2 tomorrow. You're looking forward to that.
Very thrilled about that contest. I think that if Covenant Christian can shoot the ball as well as they did last night against Heritage Christian, they have an opportunity to give Addicts a great game and give us a beautiful nightcap to the Super Saturday of basketball on Indiana SRN.
I tell you what, if they shoot as many three-pointers, man, I'm going to go in back here and start shooting three-pointers tonight.
You ought to get some signage up in the backyard, put one up every time they hit one. Basketball belongs to the Wolves to start this second half.
Have Debbie cheerlead for me.
Exactly. Make it a whole family effort. Johnson controls on the wing. Beautiful effort to get all the way to the rim. He can't get a friendly roll, though. And also, Coach, talk about the fundamentals. Did not follow the shot. I understand he was off balance, but he had a chance to get back into the play. Instead, the Cougars clear the board.
The other thing for Greenwood, they tipped the ball. You need to grab that ball. I think you could grab that ball. You got to grab it. 3-point basket.
Locked in by Blake Shoemaker. Picking up right where he left off. He has 12 points, 9 of which came in that first half, all from beyond the arc. Hayes trying to answer. His triple's good. Anthony Hayes, the first triple of the ball game for the Wolves. He now has 5. An answer on the other end. That triple's short. Rebound, though, falls right to McCorkle. He couldn't get it to go. Hesitates. Somehow gets a shot up. Got the rebound, and they'll reset things. You can tell, particularly on that play, as there's a 3 straight away off the mark, the size advantage that the Cougars have with this current lineup on the floor. Shot out of bounds back to Providence Cristo Ray. Seven threes in this ball game by the Cougars, should be noted. They've been stroking it from downtown.
21 of their 45. That's pretty impressive.
You'd hope that for the Wolves, perimeter defense would be in the halftime adjustments. That shot off the mark by Rimbert. Board cleared by GCA. Pass up ahead. Shoemaker gathers and scores. Blake Shoemaker's first non-three-pointer of the night. He now has 14. Lead sits at 34. Wild drive won't go. Put back won't either. Here come the Cougars. Shoemaker.
Telegraphed the pass.
It was tipped right into the hands of Davis. Finds Shoemaker to the rim. He's fouled in the act. 2 shots upcoming. Foul's going to go on Juan Cabanas, his third. First free throw good by Zane Shoemaker. Shoemaker now with 4. Second one in and out. Beautiful box out there by Providence Cristo Ray. Coach, we're getting close to that territory where you know for the Wolves that you're going to need to play absolutely perfect basketball to get into this basketball game.
I think the next minute and a half right here, it's going to go away for you pretty quickly.
Pass ahead, layup and one. Styles McCorkle. 5 points for the 6'5 senior and a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play.
You know, he is just so strong, and he's got that advantage of being taller than anybody else on the floor, so very impressive.
What I was going to mention, though, before that layup was that once you get into that territory, and I think we're almost there, if not already, where this boat has sailed on a victory here, but you want to use this opportunity against top competition to get better.
Got to work on your fundamentals. You got to work on your passing. You're
exactly what I was going to ask
right
you.
away.
What you wanted to see specifically from the Wolves as this one goes on. We've noted that the perimeter defense has been lacking at times. The offensive consistency has been hard to come by. Part of that is due to the defensive ability of the Cougars, but also there's been a couple unforced errors here and there, whether it's turnovers or forced shots that didn't need to be thrown up.
You know, I've had some teams where we struggled at the nighttime or one night, and that's what you do. You got to get your 5 that you want on the floor. You got to teach them a little bit about the game, and then you got to bring in your subs, because this is the time also you can just teach everybody. It's going to be a loss anyway. Teach everybody what you expect. And I think, again, if you stay in rhythm and Providence stays healthy, they're going to be okay.
Johnson out in space. That's a charge. You could tell the whole way it was going to be an offensive foul. Give credit to Johnson for the hustle. But even better effort there by GCA to draw the charge. It's a third foul on Jason Johnson.
Nice. What I like, you took the hit solid. You didn't flop, just took the hit.
You're not a fan of the finesse and the acting?
No.
Stinnett, beautiful feed inside, and rewarding him is Davis off the assist from Stinnett. Davis now with 12.
Back in the day, I brought in practice, if you were a hot dog, I brought you a package of hot dog buns. And hot dogs, I tell you, if you want to be a hot dog, just eat hot dogs. Don't do it on the basketball floor. You didn't want to get a hot dog package from Coach Myers.
I'm confused. Wait, so what defines a hot dog?
Taking a flop, someone hits you and you knock yourself out of bounds. You don't want to be the hot dogger.
Timeout taken. Did not see indication if it was a full or a 30. It's a full timeout. We'll take one as well. 4:42 left to go here in the third. All Cougars on Indiana SRN.
Piper Group Warehouse has a strong commitment to their clients as their logistics provider. If you would like to discover how you can improve your service levels while lowering your overall cost, Piper Logistics Group can help. Call Greg Piper today at 317-396-3916. Piper Logistics Group.
Your hauling or moving project has arrived, and College Hunks Hauling, Junk, and Moving has you covered. Honest. Uniformed. Nice. eligible. Service. College Hunks hauling junk and moving.
Back at Greenwood Christian Academy, approaching the midway point of this third quarter. Out of the Providence Cristo Ray timeout. Cougars have the basketball and a 37-point lead. McCorkle, beautiful find. Left side, three in the air. Three won't drop. Attempted a rebound effort there by Stinnett, knocked out of bounds to the Wolves.
Aspen Creek Grill, Noblesville. Comfort, fresh food every day, delivers to your door or on at your table. Try our powwow shrimp. Great steaks, great stuff, ready to serve you. 317-559-3300. Took Jimmy there a year ago, and I still want him. He wants me to take him back.
I believe, memory serves me right, I can't remember who they beat. It might have been Wisconsin, but one Sean Kroll was not with us, but was thrilled because his Illini upset Wisconsin that very day. There's a nice layup by Jihad Rimbert, his first basket of the ball game. Always a fun time at Aspen Creek Grill. The Cougars, we mentioned, come in averaging about 55 a game. There's a nice triple in the corner by Caden Thompson. He now has 6. I brought up the scoring average on the year as a team for the Cougars because they're getting close to that territory with plenty of game time left. Up and under move. Does not bear fruit by Rimbert. Rebound cleared by the Cougars. Quickly up ahead. Stinnett trying to go behind the back with that. Instead it's a turnover. Able to avoid a turnover there with the Wolves. Johnson controls. Has some space. Rises at the foul line. Wide of the mark. Another rebound for Styles McCorkle, averaging about 6 rebounds a game. Left side triple. That won't fall. Aggressive rebound, though. Might have been a jump ball tie-up or a travel.
Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call by the official.
Air will keep it here. Coach, you mentioned for GCA having a matinee contest right around the corner. From a coaching standpoint, we mentioned they're going to run deep, but how often are you balancing that effort of keeping the starters fresh for tomorrow, but also not overexerting themselves? Because you're right, they are young athletes, but it's tough when the ice hits a little differently that after this one and tomorrow morning when you're trying to get ready for a back-to-back.
One of the things is I gave that responsibility to my assistants. I let them pick my sub. I told them who I want in the game in certain situations. If games are close, these are the 5 or 6 guys I want to play. If the game is separated from 8 to 10 points, okay, you can put these guys in. And we just ran a rotation. I trust my assistants, and if they didn't and we lost, I blamed it on them. If we did and we won, I blamed it. I counted my victories. So I'm a typical coach. You blame everybody for a loss. And it's all your idea when you win it.
Got to have a scapegoat. Both teams exchanged turnovers there.
That's why I had 160 wins, Jimmy, because I had great assistants.
and why there were losses was because of not so great assistants.
35 times, they did a terrible job.
Punchline, it's the same people either way. Triple in the corner. For McCorkle was good. His second 3 of the ball game. Give him 8 on the night, 5 here in the third.
It was just amazing that I got to coach at Horizon, that I had 195 total games there.
Long triple left short. Another rebound for the Cougars.
And then the AD fired me. And I was the AD. There you go.
It's a fine line between resignation and canning yourself, I suppose.
Well, I had a heart-to-heart talk with me my last year.
Hard look in the mirror. Some subs in for the Cougars.
It did help to have Mrs. Myers there going, yes, I think you're making the right move.
Good to have a support system there.
You bet.
Regardless of the decision. Quick inbound, tipped away. It'll stay on this end. Coach mentioned it already. We definitely can't hit on enough, though, a massive, and I mean massive, Super Saturday basketball slate tomorrow.
Should be fun. Should be a lot of fun.
All gets started at 2:30. Girls varsity action. Heritage Christian takes on Covenant Christian. It's capped off at 7:30 with Christmas Addicts and Covenant Christian on the boys' side in the City Alliance Tournament semifinal. There's a basket for the Cougars. Thompson gets another one to go. He now has 5. As Coach mentioned, from 2:30 to 7:30 all day tomorrow. Chandler lost the handle. It's turned over.
And if I remember right, there's no football, so you might just hang out with us.
There is no football. Both conference championship games are slated for Sunday. So a beautiful opportunity to add to your weekend sports calendar with some high school hoops on Indiana SRN, where you're always
in the game.
Final minute of this third quarter. Pass up ahead is picked off by Thompson. He's got space and a body on his hip. Unselfish feed. Unable to convert. The layup is McCorkle, but he's fouled. And he'll shoot 2.
And, the SRN crew has their own picks for this weekend for football. But
we're going here.
I tell you what,
right.
if the Green Bay Packers win and the Kansas City Chiefs win, the next week is going to be brutal for everybody on the SRN crew.
I think he's working a broadcast right now or getting ready for a broadcast, so I doubt he's listening. But, yeah, myself and Bill Ludlow are not going to be speaking to each other, I think, for about a week.
Yeah, I think. And I don't know if you guys are working together, but I'll separate it today. I guarantee you.
McCorkle hits the free throw. (62-17). Lob, layup, and score. Johnson finds Chandler. He's had himself a nice quarter. 4 points in the quarter. Skip pass. McCorkle goes baseline. Wild skip pass the other way. Now bounce feed, unselfish play. The cut was nice there by Wright, but he couldn't get the shot to go. He picks up the loose ball, however. McCorkle says, why not, for 3. Off the back iron. Rebound Wolves, final seconds of the third. Nice feed to Johnson. He's hacked, and he will shoot 2 with 4 seconds to go in the third.
Reed on the foul.
That'll be Ian's second, and the second on the team. A very clean second half foul-wise by both teams. Johnson's first free throw is good.
He's had a pretty good night.
The leading scorer for the Wolves was 7. Makes them both. Give him 8. 4 seconds. Thompson. Extra pass. 3 at the horn is an air ball. That'll end our third quarter of play. Cougars well on their way to above 500 in their 6th win of the season. Final quarter up next. Don't go anywhere. You're watching High School Hoops on Indiana SRN.
You got a broken door, trapped car, you can't buy time.
We take it very seriously and take pride in being responsive.
We have all of Central Indiana covered from Martinsville,
Avon, up to Anderson,
to Cicero.
There's always somebody in your area.
It's important that we're able to get there, same day because people's time is valuable.
On our trucks, we carry just about everything we need to fix a garage door right then and there.
Sunshine, rain, or snow, we're good to go.
Precision Door Service, a name you can trust.
Becoming a licensed sports official is a great way to make a positive difference in the community and support the over 160,000 Indiana student athletes that participate across 21 IHSAA sports. Sports officiating allows you to stay connected to the game, become a role model for our young student athletes, earn extra money, and support the patrons and communities of our IHSAA member schools. To learn more about becoming a licensed IHSAA official, log on to ihsaa.org/officials today.
Summers Heating and Cooling is one of our sponsors tonight. World-class service at affordable prices, 24/7 emergency response and service, free estimates. Give them a call for a quote today, 317-662-2164. If you need a furnace, Summers Heating and Cooling is the place to go.
That's the Coach Keith Myers. I'm Jimmy Cook, back here at Greenwood Christian Academy High School for the final time in this one.
Definitely will need your furnace tonight. Going to get it down to about 12.
Man, it was like 44 yesterday.
50 when I did my walk.
And I felt silly having a heavy jacket on. Come back to the studios tonight is a nice triple there by Johnson. Jason Johnson continuing to have a nice ball game tonight. 11 points for him to lead the way for the Wolves. But yeah, then tonight, I feel like I don't have enough on. I have the winter hat, same heavy jacket.
Yeah,
dip down.
You got that hat, that weird hat.
You mean the beanie?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a dunk and a finish by Styles McCorkle. Give him 10 now. First basket for him in the quarter. Give him 7 now on the night. Catch and shoot triple, left short. Rebound Cougars. Had a feeling you might see a dunk for the Cougars tonight. Probably won't be the last one. The way they played. Inside, Davis thought about a flush. He wanted to get in on the dunk party, and he blew the layup. Man, what a rough exchange there for Isaiah Davis. Looking for redemption here. Nice look-ahead feed. That's stripped away. Bodies on the deck. It squirts out back to Davis. He'll try from the elbow. That one won't go either.
That's frustration right there. Missed the bunny, didn't miss the other bunny.
Pass inside. Davis got a block, though, to redeem himself. Sends it back the other way. Stinnett up ahead. They try to reward Davis. Tip pass to McCorkle. He adjusts through the lane, hangs, and is fouled. I like the move there by McCorkle looking out for his teammate, but he had an open layup, and Davis was coming in transition with 2 defenders on his hip.
Yeah, but those are bonus points, man. Your teammate will really kind of like you when you do that.
Always good to have high chemistry. McCorkle at the line. First free throw is good. 11 points for Styles, a 74% free throw shooter.
You know,
on the season.
We're at the end of January, so you have 3 more games, or maybe 2 more games in January, and then you're going to have 4 or 5, 6 games ready for this tournament. You got to stay healthy, and you got to have that team chemistry going in to the last week of February, because March 2nd, the new season begins.
There's a turnover. This might be slam time. Instead, it's a pass ahead and a layup for Evan Stinnett. He's got 6. If you're a Cougars fan and you've noticed, man, a lot of points scored tonight. Hopefully the young man can get a basket. He's not out there right now. But Garrett Wright, the only player on the roster not to score tonight for the Cougars. Everybody else has at least gotten a free throw.
Foul number 31, Evan Stinnett, his second.
Fouls on Stinnett there, his second.
And, again, the coaching staff, they probably know that very well. They will probably try to get him some points. But those are great things. An illegal screen.
Wolves have looked better offensively here in this second half. That foul's going to be on Jihad Rimbert. Excuse me, make that Jason Johnson, rather. That's his 5th. He's now fouled out of the ball game. Not what you want from the Wolves. They're rolling 8 deep tonight. Make that now 7 deep with Johnson fouling out. His night concludes with 11 points to lead the way for the Wolves. Very productive second half. Pass in the corner. Shoemaker for 3. No. Rebound won by McCorkle. He kicks it out. Was it tipped? No, it was not. Just threw it away.
Double-header night for us as we have this game and then the other game on the network as Guerin Catholic takes on Babuff. They had the girls' game at 6 o'clock. I think those guys are just done with the girls' game. At 7:30 or so, the boys, Babuff and Guerin Catholic, should be a great game on the Family Network.
Shot off the mark. Rebound ripped down by Davis. Stinnett passes in the corner. Catch and shoot, triple, in and out. And an over-the-back call. Going to go, I believe, against Stinnett. Third and wholesale subs.
Hockey.
There for the Cougars. A line shift, as Coach alludes to there.
Watched hockey last night, and very nice to have it back. You know, being a Blackhawk fan and a Blues fan, it's really kind of
I'm more of a playoff hockey guy.
Yeah, of course.
I like the intensity of it.
Yeah.
Also sad that the first season without Doc Emmerich behind the mic. So
I know, disappointing.
Not the same.
Nope, it's not. Come on back, Doc. You don't need to retire.
I wonder, as Thompson drives, I didn't read the full details of that statement, as that foul is going to go against McCorkle. It'll be his first. 4th on the team. I didn't read his full statement. I wonder if he'll be utilized at all by NBC for Olympic hockey in the winter if he stepped away completely.
I hope so. You got your favorite broadcasters you've grown up with, and he's been around forever.
Oh, man, has he. I think my favorite piece they had him do, the Primanti brothers that started, I believe, in Pittsburgh. I could be wrong on that locale, but I know it started out in Pennsylvania. Foul called against Providence Cristo Ray. It'll go against Jihad Rimbert. A couple in the Indy area, I think. There were a time a couple years ago. I'm not sure if they're all still there. But anyway, they had him calling the folks behind the counter making the sandwich. And yes, Doc had the ability to even make that seem exciting. Triple in and out. Offensive board, though, for the Cougars.
Oh.
Air ball, rebound, Providence Cristo Ray.
Look at the Reed kid go all the way back to defense. It may need to stop the ball, but really busted his toe to get back there.
Jihad Rimbert the layup. Matthew Tiki's fouled. That's on the floor, but believe it's the 7th team foul, if my numbers are right, on Providence Cristo Ray. I've been proven accurate. 1-1 upcoming.
Man, you're 2 for 2 tonight.
That's rare.
I know. I work with you.
I might be too late, but I might want to go buy a Mega Millions ticket tonight with the way things are going. Don't know if you saw that. That's it's up to $1 billion.
I kind of like that.
Skip pass.
Oh,
Thompson almost had it. Now they work it back around the horn. Corner triple is good. Knocked in by Ian Reed. Reed now with 7.
Indiana SRN is looking for sponsors for sectionals. We talked about sectionals coming in March, but we're looking for girls sectional. If you sponsors for girls sectional, if you know someone that has a business, or if you would like to put kids on TV first, send us an email at coach@indianasrn.org, or if you're right there at the website, you can hit the donate button, and more kids can get on TV with your donations or your sponsorship. Coach@indianasrn.org. Thank you. Indiana SRN, where you're always in the game.
Very grateful to be able to give these young student athletes a platform to showcase their skills. That does not happen without fine folks like you contributing, as Coach alluded to. Plenty of time between now and sectional to get some more broadcast on the air. Reach-in foul is the call. We'll go against the Wolves. Hey, the last thing you want if you're, Coach, the last thing you want if you're Greenwood Christian Academy, with that matinee right around the corner tomorrow, is for this thing to turn into a slugfest now.
Yeah, right now, the 309, run your offense and continue to play defense and get out of here without any injuries.
Front end of the 1-1 off the mark. Rebound cleared by Providence Cristo Ray. Chandler, nice find inside and a finish by Juan Cabanas, his first basket of the night. Caden Thompson gives to Camden Thompson. Floater up by Tiki. Can't get it to go. Rebound by Wright. He thought he was fouled. He was not. We mentioned Wright, the only Cougar yet to get in the box score tonight. We'll track that to see if he gets an opportunity. Straight on 3. An air ball. Back to the Cougars. I always like this. I know it's tough if you're on the wrong side of this scoreboard. But if you're fortunate enough to be on the right side of it, it's always nice to see players that, work so hard in practice. There's a catch-and-shoot 3 by Tiki. It's off the mark. And your teammates showing that camaraderie, supporting them, trying to get in the scorebook.
Yeah, you're right. And it goes a long way as the season goes on.
Layup made there by Cabanas. Tiki the layup, he scores. Matthew Tiki now is a field goal. Make that Tiki, I beg your pardon. So it should be noted now, he was the one that hit the free throw. Now, everybody, except for Wright, who we'd like to see get a basket here, has made a field goal for the Cougars. Quick shot off the mark by Kemp. A push it ahead. Coast to coast, the layup. Good by Thompson. What a nice pass and feed.
They're at 75, Jimmy. That's pretty impressive.
That is a season high for Greenwood Christian Academy. Previous high was 65 on a 10-point win at Lutheran back on December 12th. Triple off the mark. Rebound to Wright. $1:20 to go. All the way. Thompson, nice find. Wright cuts. Wright to the basket. Left it short. Got his own board. Had it blocked from behind, but he's fouled. So Garrett Wright looked like he was going to have a surefire field goal. Just left it short. He can get a point or two, though, at the line. Again, you can just see the emotions and the excitement on the bench of the Cougars. Pulling for the senior and Wright. This isn't the act. It was the 10th foul on the Wolves either way, so it would have been 2 shots regardless. Wright has yet to attempt a free throw this season. That one off the mark. He'll have one more.
It's kind of quiet in the gymnasium when he's shooting the ball. I like his red kicks.
Those are nice.
Mm-hmm.
That one won't go. Rebound. Second chance, no. A little Euro. Great defense, but a strong finish there. I believe that was Cody Freeman. Make that James Holmes Jr. rather. Right side, catch and shoot, triple. It's good. Camden Thompson, his first triple of the night. Under a minute now to go. Spinning, kick, right side, 3. Long, rebound to Greenwood Christian Academy. Thompson adjusts, had Wright there, draws contact. We'll head to the line.
11 3-pointers on the night for Greenwood Christian. Pretty impressive.
Anytime you're able to get north of about 6 or 7 threes in a high school game at this level, you're going to hang your hat on it. First free throw off the mark for Thompson.
See, I played back in the day when there wasn't a 3-point basket, and we played with a rock.
I was going to say, with the peach basket, you had to get the ladder out to go
sure
there,
did.
Bring it back down. Both free throws missed.
Me and Bill Ludlow.
You alternate having to go up there to grab it? Okay, good. Pass on the block. Layup is off the mark. 20 seconds. Wright has it. Wright almost had it stolen away. They get it to Wright. Beautiful pass. Finds Thompson. They might bring it back out to hold. They will indeed. The Greenwood Christian Academy Cougars over 500 for the second time this year. They win this one 78-32, the final. For the Wolves of Providence Cristo Rey, they fall to 1-8 on the season after a nice win against Victory College Prep. They'll next be in action tomorrow when they take on Morristown on the road. That'll conclude a 2-game road trip for them. That's a 7:30 start time. And Coach mentioned it for Greenwood Christian Academy as they improved to 6-5 on the season. They'll next be in action with a quick turnaround. Less than 12 hours from now, they'll take on Oldenburg Academy. This part of a 7-game homestand. Coach, some final thoughts from this one.
You know, Greenwood Christian Academy, again, you come in to this game, you knew what you expected to do. You did what you did. You did what you wanted to do. You played everybody that you wanted to play, and I think he played everybody. I think everybody scored except one player. You got to feel good about this. Now what you do is you go in the locker room and say, okay, this game is over. Let's get ready for Oldenburg Academy. Shoot-around is going to be at 10 o'clock. Lunch is going to be at noon, and then we're going to be ready to play at 2:30. Indiana SRN will be ready to go as well.
It's a monster day tomorrow. Super Saturday basketball action gets started at 2:30 with 2 games. The girls varsity tilt, Heritage Christian and Covenant Christian doing battle. Oldenburg Academy and Greenwood Christian Academy boys varsity. We mentioned that very game on the Cougar schedule will be an Indiana SRN broadcast. And then when it turns nighttime, it's time for the City Alliance semifinals. First game, top-ranked Cathedral Irish against the Tinley Tigers. 11-1 on the season are the Irish. 9-4 are the Tigers entering that one. And then at 7:30, the nightcap, the 2 versus 3 seed, 13-2 Christus Attucks taking on 12-1 Covenant Christian. Follow all day long on Twitter at IndianaSRN, and be sure to go to IndianaSRN.org to find all those broadcasts. Make it a part of your Saturday. Make it a part of your whole day, and join us to watch some hoops. Coach, a pleasure as always working together tonight.
Great job for you too, Jimmy, and thanks for everybody that made it possible.
I want to give a shout-out to Chance and Troy doing a wonderful job as always. For the coach, Keith Myers, I'm Jimmy Cook. Again, our final on this one. Greenwood Christian Academy Cougars 78, Providence Cristo Ray 32. And until we talk to you tomorrow for Super Saturday Basketball, so long, everybody.